Hello, stream. Does anyone else have the elevator music in their head while we're waiting?
Well, I don't think the...
No.
Vay's always got elevator music going inside that noggin she's got on her shoulders.
Arr har.
Arr, har, har, har.
Usually it's just gears in my head turning and nothing coming out.
Alright guys, so we should be back. So yeah, tonight's gonna be pretty fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So, you know, definitely got some stuff tonight lined up. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Stuff is good.
Stuff. I can't see. I can't give you guys too many key words because you guys will figure that shit out. So I'm just gonna the generic term for fun is just gonna be stuff.
Gotcha.
So, in other words, someone's going to die.
Sweet.
Hopefully.
Maybe. That would be pretty cool, actually. I mean, no.
One of us is going to fall down a pit trap again, but this time he's going to go head first.
Into spiky stakes.
No, this time we're prepared. I got this.
Hazelwood 123.
Okay.
Thank you for the kind words.
No more twos.
Words, and I appreciate it. And welcome to our community. It's a growing community, so thank you very much for the kind words. Alright, so do you guys want to introduce your characters first, and then the last person that has the introduction, go ahead and I guess give the recap from last week. And when you introduce your characters, all you have to do is just like your name and your level and your class and stuff, and what kind of magic you like to cast, or whatever, or if you like to kill people or whatnot.
Hello, I am Alexander. This is... No, hello, I'm Crow. I play Alexander. I'm level 5, right? No, 4. 4. I'm a level 4 warrior.
How long have we been playing the game?
Tank. I have no idea.
He's definitely a tank, guys. Tanks usually aren't the smartest, well, the sharpest knives in the drawer, so... We
are, but we might drop them on our own.
Oh, shit! What's up, West? Damn, dude, I didn't even see you there. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
What up, West?
I'm a level 4 warrior.
West is from RGG, guys. West is one of the guys that actually discovered Dragon Age Tabletop from. So, what's up, West?
I'm playing Belle, who's a...
Lots of chat going on tonight. You guys are a bunch of chatty Cathys. I like it.
I am Raven. I am playing Elephane, the rogue Dalish elf of hotness.
Oh, are you curvaceous like Belle?
I'm more than curvaceous.
More than?
More than.
Stealing
Convex
Martin.
or concave?
Stealing? I don't know anything about International Tabletop Game Day. I think I'm going to have to read more about this.
I'm Vay, and I play Vay, the healing mage, also level 4. And I have a recap from yesterday, or whenever month.
Awesome,
When was
Wes.
it? Last
Well,
month?
thanks for watching, dude. I appreciate it.
Last year? December?
I think it was the last week of December we played last.
Oh, okay. Well, we were in the city of Vancouver, and we had talked to Sister Arda.
Cheers.
We had to give her a message.
Roll 20 shirt,
we asked her
guys.
if there was anything else. She told us.
Oh,
"Thanks
yeah.
for coming by. See you
Got
later."
2 of them.
So we decided to go check out the Lost Keep. I think these guys had been there before I came along. And we saw in there several crypts that we discovered were actually from previous archdemons. Then we discovered a bunch of bugs and some gold, and Elephane found a secret door and got us through that. And
I just
that's where we
noticed
are
I got
now,
some
in a hidden room.
Mountain Dew dribble. I got some dribble.
Yeah, we haven't entered yet. We're right there at it.
Burbs wine and Tyrander.
Alexander may or may not have
Thank you
screamed
for the
like a girl when we
follows.
talked about this.
Tyrander and Burbs wine. Thank you for the follows and welcome to the community as well, y'all. And this is where you guys are at. You guys are at in a hidden room. I'm going to put the map back onto the Lost City Catacombs, and this is where we're going to continue. I believe you guys will notice that this is all dynamic lighting, so everything is dynamic lighting. That's why you'll see shadows shift and everything, because that's where the people can see. They can't see the entire map, which gives it more realness is what I want. All right, so you guys found the hidden chamber to the south. I think Belle, you were in there. I think I moved you out just a little bit, but I think you were in there actually.
Okay, that works. I don't remember. So yeah, that works.
Yeah, I had taken you guys off the map immediately, so.
I think he was actually on the stairs, but that works.
Dwarves do rule, Gimlet. I have 500 pewter dwarven miniatures, led by Brunor Battlehammer. All Ralparthas.
Alright, I gotta refresh because it's not showing.
Yes, it does, Hazelwood. That's why I love. I'm very pro Roll20. Very supportive of that.
It's still not showing it.
Okay.
Ah,
Keep going slowly.
nice, West.
Yeah. Like I said, my internet.
I got to go to a con. I haven't been to a con in many
So
years.
then, whilst we're
Probably
waiting
15
for
years.
to return, the first thing I'll do then is I'll step out of that room very carefully.
I'm going to do a perception check
And
for the party,
ask
and I want a
what she
perception
thinks
check
of
of
this room that appears to be set up for
anyone 15 or higher is going to notice
a
this.
future archdemon, maybe.
All right, so
Like, what
Elephane
she thinks of
notices.
What's her opinion?
Thank goodness he did.
Does she have any opinion?
You'll see that Elephane noticed something. I do their perception rolls to bring them the element of surprise.
She who?
And
They?
then, yes, they. Yes.
I think Vay's
Well.
watching porn.
Hold on a second. I need a couple more minutes. No. Actually, I didn't think about that until you mentioned it. It's possible this could be a
Minutes.
room for a new archdemon.
I type a chick.
But why is it there's
She didn't fucking notice it.
a hidden door here? The rest of this is open.
Yeah, it looks like where you're standing at now, Vay, it looks like a lot of this chamber is actually kind of caved in a little bit. You know, like, actually a lot. Throughout the entire complex, you guys have noticed several other smaller cave-ins to the north. But actually, this basically encompasses nearly the entire chamber, so...
If I look around the ceiling area, just inside this, does it look like the rest of them did, with the like long slit along the top, like the long opening along the top?
Well,
Does it look similar?
no, not really. This, like I was saying earlier, these are sort of partially under construction still. But to the south of this chamber, you'll notice this area. If you can just come in a little bit, you'll have a better visual of what I'm fixing to tell you. Now, against this southern wall, it's really, there is a wall. There's really no wall there, but I just didn't want to clutter up the room too much. But it seems like there was like another shaft started at the south, but it's only in just several feet, so you can actually see the end of it. But it seems like it's starting to be dug even deeper. But but there's really not a lot of rubble around, so maybe some of it could be where Vay's at as well. But the roof of that actual chamber is actually caved in. So, I mean, there's probably about a 4 or 5 foot hole that's going up with the beams, the wooden beams are broken, and there's lots of larger rocks and just a lot of earth. So, I mean, it could be a mixture
does the
of both.
cave-in look?
You want to give me a, what would that be? Sort of like maybe an engineering test or something? I would think maybe engineering. I'll have to check that out, Stealing.
That, so it'll just be a standard.
Yeah, it'll just be a standard,
would it
dex
be
check, right?
Perception or cunning? Cunning, probably?
Let's see.
The engineering feat is under cunning.
Yeah, cunning, yep.
15?
Well, you know that this actually entire catacomb, you can determine that this is probably at least several hundred years old. But as for the cave-in, it looks fairly recent, probably within the last 5 years or so, because you can actually see, some root and, like roots from earth and from trees still up at the top, still kind of hanging down. So they haven't actually shriveled up all the way and died, so you can still tell that this is fairly recent. But as for the construction in the south of the pit, that looks to be a little bit more recent. And especially, like I was saying, with this hidden room, there's really no altar here, just several monuments. And I believe I told you what the actual monument said, correct?
I don't remember, to be totally honest.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm pretty sure I did, but no problem. Let me tell you real quick. I got to find it in my ledger. So,
doesn't the dude's name start with a T?
the dude's name did start with something, but I'll tell you in just a second. The dude's name was Earthamil.
Oh, Earthamil.
Yeah, Earthamil.
Earthamil.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you need to give us the name because it's
Yeah.
tagged up there in the chat a little bit.
I thought I did. So, but yeah, it's Earthamil on one of the monuments. On the other monument, really doesn't say a whole lot. But then again, you can also see that there's like an altar and a sarcophagus marking on the floor where they were actually measuring the diameters of the room. But that is not in place yet. But there has been some tribute put there, so there are some clay jugs and pottery and other small trinkets and whatnot.
Had we actually investigated this room and the actual pottery and stuff, if it's similar to the other ones, whereby it has some coinage in as well?
Yeah, you can, if you guys are going to search through all of the jugs.
Alexander would like to search the jugs.
Okay. And how would you like to search the jugs? Would you just like to smash the shit out of them on the wall, or no?
I want to pick them up and throw them out of the room into the other room where the rubble is.
Yeah, there's all throughout everything. You find right around 100 silver between all of the different clay pottery jugs.
Yeah.
But as you are going through all of these, there are some spices mixed in with them, and some others, just all different types of spices and scents and oils, and actually all of the coins are actually kind of mixed in with all of the different tributes. So now, did you guys search the caved-in room as well, or I think you did, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
And
it was one of the many failed checks that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Oh, that's right. That was a horrible night for checks with you guys. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Marius
Yeah.
2014? Welcome to the channel.
Let's remind ourselves about that.
The coinage, is there anything dating on the coinage that would tell us maybe like how long the coins may have potentially been down here for? Like, do they date stamp coins?
Well, there's really no dates or anything, but you can tell that there's some months printed on them, but not dates.
Okay.
It seems like there's just different designs on the coins, but it is like an ounce of silver or an ounce of gold, whenever you find one.
Are they all Ferelden coins, or are there any other denominations of coins?
No, they all seem to be for Elden.
Okay.
There's some that are labeled Winter March, and there's some that Summer Day and Solus, Justinian, Blooming Tide. So basically, just all of the different months of the year of Dragon Age. So throughout the year of Dragon Age. So
Neat.
Okay. And the spices, do they look like they're quite fresh, or do they look like they've seen better days?
no, you could actually. These are actually quite good. I mean, they've had. I mean, you found coins in them, but I'm sure they could still be used.
But it's more to date how long they potentially may
Ew,
be
that
here
sucks.
for, is why I'm asking rather than can I taste them.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can actually taste
No,
some.
I'm saying
No,
rather than
taste
can I
that.
taste them.
Some would actually kind of taste like a cinnamon type as well. So there's some spicy, some more spicy spices, and there's also some mild ones. And then the oil is actually is like a hot oil as well. So, and then you find a box of toothpicks on the side, and you can dip those toothpicks into the oil and make cinnamon toothpicks. No, I'm just kidding.
Does
Forgive
it
me.
appear like both of these two objects here are both firmly affixed and in place?
No, they are not. They're just basically placeholders. It seems like they're placeholders. But although, like in the other rooms the other chambers that you've seen, how there is an altar and there is a sarcophagus, like I was saying, in this room, there are etchings on the floor. And you can actually see this. There's just like a real light dust on the floor. So it's been fairly recent this has happened. But you can't, and then you can't really distinguish any types of footprints or anything like that.
I was going to ask that next, yeah.
So I have a perception check by Elephane. So as soon as I get back to the middle of the hallway,
Well, if I remember correctly, I've already
I will
searched this
alert
room,
them.
so I can't do it again. So.
I don't think I searched the room, but I'm not going to.
Well, the hidden room has basically been searched because you guys have looked through all of the clay jugs and whatnot.
Alright, I'm going to proceed to the end of this hall here.
Okay. I'm gonna let him go first
Alright.
and follow behind.
Everybody hold your tokens. Now, as you're starting to walk towards the back towards the middle of the hallway, Elephane, you feel moisture drop on your face and on your hands. And as you look up, you do notice that the ceiling is just covered in a green type of slime, and it looks to be sort of pulsing on the ceiling. You're the only one that actually had the perception check that I was. It's sort of like pulsing at the top, and some areas of the roof are actually lower because the slime looks like it's kind of coming down from the ceiling a little bit as well. So, but you did notice this on the perception check.
Alright, I will warn the others that icky slime is coming.
I kind of I go as low as I possibly can go and just kind of post under it.
How low can you go?
I'm gonna army crawl.
You're gonna army crawl. Alright, 1 second. I'm kind of adjusting a couple things here real quick. I'm adding my account, my players' accounts, where you guys can see everything that all the players see. So I think that's a little bit better. So, all right. So yeah, the slimes are starting to come down off of the roof. It seems like they may be trying to attack you because your perception roll is pretty good. So you do notice this as the drops of slime hit you on the head and get into your hair.
+1 for the rogue.
Ew! This is like totally gross.
I stick my hand up in the air and go, Elephant! Like
I will
an evil
form a
man.
line beside Alexander so they can't get past it.
I'd like to hear Vay say that in her best Valley Girl voice.
I don't have one of those.
You don't? Not even for like a small XP bonus?
I don't want to out-level my teammates.
Well, actually, you're behind, actually, by a little bit.
Crow's
No, she's on
in
the
the lead.
same XP as me.
Yeah.
I believe I actually have the highest XP, isn't it?
Yeah. I like to
I'm
give
like
out the
100
XP
ahead.
bonuses, yeah. I think you're 200 ahead, or is it 100?
I think it's 150. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, because you found the captain's chair.
chair
Yeah.
and something else.
Depends what XP are you on?
He's
Like
he's at 93. It looks like everyone else
Yeah.
is at 91.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he found the Enterprise's captain's chair sitting in the room.
And you also gave me a bonus for an idea, so some like really good idea.
Yeah, I think you stole that. I think Bell was saying that you stole it from him, though.
No, I stole it from Adiza, I think.
No, it was to do with taking a drawing of the glyph. You stole the idea from me.
We were probably thinking at the exact same thing.
He was a thieving hobbit.
Yes.
And you do notice that this slime goes all the way to the east of the chamber and to the west of the chamber, just before because the roof in the halls are a little bit lower than what it is in the chamber. So, you know, as you go into the chamber, the roof kind of slants up about another 4 to 5 feet.
So it appeared to be fairly large.
It seems like there are multiple slimes though, because you can see space between certain ones. So, but yeah, there are multiple slimes, that's for sure.
So we have the option of staying and waiting for them to drop, or run out of here.
What would be the best What would be the best idea? Because would we know anything about the slimes?
You can give me
other than they're slimy.
What you can give me like a lore check, like probably a historical lore check, probably a cunning.
That would be cunning, okay.
Yeah. I would think that would probably be about the.
I know they are slimy.
Yeah. Ooh. In typical Canary fashion, he thinks that the slimes are pretty and they look like glowing neon lights.
Wow. Me too.
Man, you guys are.
A bonus in that too.
Yeah.
Me and him are oogling the green slimy things on the wall.
The rolls continue.
Boy, you guys are just really choking. Oh my God, Vey, you need to pull them out of the dirt here.
Yeah, what do I see?
What did you roll? Oh, you had the 12, right?
The 12.
That was the cunning
Okay.
check, sorry.
You noticed that you remember in your studies back at the Mage Tower that the slimes can actually be hurt by fire. You know that they can be hurt by fire or any kind of salt. Usually stabilizes them.
None of us have
Oh, okay.
spells.
Hey guys,
Anybody got any oil?
Hey, I got to tell you this. Roleplay. Hey, these guys, these slimes, if they give you any trouble, hit them on fire or salt.
Was there any salt back in that room?
So burn them or piss on them.
I will say that there's throughout several of the different chambers, there's probably a couple clay jugs of salt lying around. I'm sure that would be probably a tribute spice.
Is there any in this room down here that I remember?
Yeah, there were spices.
Let's let the dice determine that. 1 or 2.
Yes.
Well, how about a 6-sided? We're going to keep it true. So I'm going to say 1 to 3, yes. 4 to 6, no. Oh, that's actually 66. That's the wrong die that I want. So here we go. Yes, there are some. So what did I say? 1 through 3, yes, or 4 through 6, no?
1 through 3, yes. 4 through 6,
okay,
no.
No,
yes.
there are not. I rolled 6, so yeah, there's no salt. But you remember seeing salt in a previous chamber.
I will arm
But saying
myself
that,
with my torch.
I did take some spices from the other chambers. Did I happen to have any salt in amongst the spices I took?
Sure, we'll say that you got some salt on you.
No, I literally did. Like I
know
said,
you did.
In some of the other chambers, I actually took some of the spices that they had there.
I pulled my torch out as well, but I don't have one, so I'm screwed.
I'll
Yes,
give
you
him
do.
one
I
of my
gave you a
torches.
torch when we first
Oh,
entered
yeah.
the actual catacombs.
No, after I fell and broke a lamp.
Yeah, I actually gave you a torch when you broke the actual lamp. I handed a torch to you.
Okay. So I pulled the shield and instead of my sword, a torch.
So you guys are lighting the torches and gonna be tossing salt, huh?
Yep.
They're kind of like slugs. Throw salt on the ground. It'll hurt them as they walk.
I'm going to cast my rock armor. That I suddenly know how to do.
It's like magic.
See, you saw me cast it a few times, and that allowed you to remember and assisted you in learning how to cast it.
No, I had studied it at the tower, but I had never gotten it down. But last night I figured it out.
She figured it out while we were fighting bugs.
That's it.
She needs to replace an E with an I, and it works just fine. Any other time, she turns herself into a sheep.
David, if I look around real quick on the floor, do I see any flammable substances?
There's a bunch of wood behind you.
See a bunch of what?
Wood. Anything
There's a bunch
flammable.
of wood.
Yeah, there's
Do I see
all
any
kinds
flammable
of
substances around?
yeah, there's all kinds of dry rotted wood behind you, in a pile. You guys make sure you get into the raffle tonight. It's a Steam game, The Binding of Isaac,
If someone
Compliments
has a
of
torch,
Raven.
maybe we could line this corridor with this wood and set it on fire.
We don't need a torch. I can use my
If you guys don't need the
primal
game,
thing, yes.
please
No, I actually have,
do not enter the
back to
raffle.
My, primal focus.
It is
sorry,
not
primal
be given.
talent. It gives me a like basically.
It is not being given to you as a gift to give back
Like
out,
a
so
spell.
please, if you need a game,
Kind of.
enter the raffle.
Okay.
If you already have the game, please do not enter, and let somebody else win the game that could
So-
actually use it.
That sounds good. What do you guys think?
Let's pass up the wood. Let's make a train.
And you also have to be
How
following the
those
channel
slimes
as
got
well.
to us during our long, lengthy conversation.
Actually, the slimes. It seems like the roof is getting lower and lower towards you. Type exclamation point
if
raffle.
I actually
That's how you enter
manifest my
again.
flame.
Exclamation point raffle.
Kind of cower back at all.
Yeah,
from
they
it, or,
they
like,
do
go back up
actually.
in?
Yeah, they actually do. MCAJ4, McCAJ4, thank you for the follow
Can I
and welcome
stick
to
my
the
torch in
community.
But just like not inside.
Appreciate
just
you
enough to, like,
following
me
the
to sink it.
channel. Yeah, you as you know, the closer you get, the more that it kind of detracts from it and kind of cowers up towards the roof again.
Note to self: slime, no like fire.
Okay, so
David, did
Yeah.
you say that I was able to kind of like levitate the flame that I can manifest? I can't remember, to be honest with you.
that's the spell that you have, right? One of the spells that you
No,
have.
it's
Oh, our homebrew.
No, it's
grown?
with the primal talent that I took at novice. I can manifest a flame in my hand that I can use to light objects and stuff like that. But I can't use I can't actually attack a creature with it in combat. But I can actually use it as a flame.
Yeah, I would say no. You can't really control it and push it different directions. I would say no.
Okay.
I would say it has to stay into your hand unless you actually move it to a like an object, like a torch or something like that.
I look at Alexander and I ask him, what's his shield made out of?
My shield is most likely made of metal.
His shield is made out of
All this-
slime.
All this, all this dry wood on the ground. Just light a board up with fire and use it.
A slime has just dropped down onto Alexander.
Okay.
And you are now covered in slime. The slime is very heavy as well. And you do actually sense a warmth, and you do burn. So you are going to take a little bit of damage. And the damage that you take is going to be... You take a total of 2 penetrating damage. And you are actually feeling a lot of warmth, and you're starting to burn. As the slime kind of starts to creep into your armor
I start
and all of your flesh.
But this feels silly that we sat here and just waited for the slime to attack us.
I start screaming like a girl and just
But then
flailing my
again, saying
arms in
that
the air.
neither myself nor yourself, they can actually move because these two are sitting in front of us.
As what do you start just running down the fucking hall with a slime over you draped, looking like a ghost running down?
I'm just screaming, my arms are flailing.
Oh my God.
Get it off.
Are we in combat? Should we roll initiative?
We are in combat, so yes, we are. You guys kind of just hung out there for a little while. I was waiting for you to do something, but I'll give you a couple rounds. sorry to laugh, guys. That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it was very comical.
It was very comical as the
It was
as
like,
the slime
the
drops
Holy
down.
Grail.
Well, I did a
Some
random.
Monty